Hi, and thanks for joining us. Please be advised that this channel and these videos are not intended to be medically suggestive in any way, shape, or form. Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to Life Unmedicated, episode 66. It is Thursday, September 14th. Last time I did a video was on the night. So yeah, it's been a few days. It got really busy for me leading up to coming home. And so, yeah, I didn't get a chance to record anything on Sunday or Monday. I was traveling on Tuesday. Yesterday didn't work out. Today's really the first chance, so my bad. I do have a few things to talk about. It's been a great trip so far. Last week, okay, so I guess we have a few things to talk about. Ugh. So the goals, did I meet my goals last week? Oh, okay. Okay, so did I end up, why did I even, oh, because I copied and pasted, okay. I don't think that I ended up working out 5 times last week. Let me look at my activity app. I worked out 3 times last week. It's okay. It's fine. I'm not tripping about it. Aside from that, neither of them was at the home gym. I did start my new eating schedule. I read 2 Bible chapters every night, and I ended up packing and preparing for my trip, which did include cleaning my bathroom and the floors and just like straightening up my house, stuff like that. So I will be returning home to a clean home. Amen. Love that for me. I'm just gonna, I don't know, I mean, I'm gonna kind of continue the goals. I might just suspend the goals for this week because it's Thursday. And yeah, I haven't done anything. I mean, like, I worked out on Monday. I wanted to work out today, didn't work out. I think that I'll be able to work out tomorrow and maybe Saturday if I get up early enough, but I kind of doubt that it's gonna happen on Saturday. So, it is what it is. Like, it just is what it is. I haven't been eating too terribly, but I haven't been eating the best either. So that also is what it is. I had a rough day today with kind of trying to like adjust my mindset. Like, I had a lot of plans that switched up on me kind of at the last minute. I mean, for good reason, but it was still difficult for me. I know that my ADHD often makes it difficult for me to switch cognitive sets. So when I have a plan and the plan gets changed at the last minute, it's sometimes just difficult for me. So, but I made it through it. I knew I just needed to kind of like process it and go through my own process. And yeah, ouch. And yeah, so I was able to get through that. So glad about that. And the other things I wanted to talk about were just kind of things that have come up over the week. I've noticed I've been having sensory issues lately. Like, when things are too loud or there's too much going on, I will literally be like, okay, like, I have to remove myself from the situation or like remove the stimulus. And I know that I don't know. I mean, I guess, I don't know if it's been an issue for me for a long time or not, but I am noticing it more now. So I'm kind of just trying to kind of work with that in any way that I can. Like, it's kind of something that I have to do, like, I have to deal with, like, as it comes about, because sometimes it is more serious than others. Other times it's, like, not that serious, and I'm just kind of like, okay, like, it's a lot going on, but I'm okay. And other times it's like, it's a lot going on, I feel like I'm gonna, like, I feel like my head's gonna explode, you know? So I'm trying to find like coping skills to deal with that. Another thing I wanted to talk about was compromising. Sometimes I feel really confused, especially in relationships, like friendships or romantic relationships. I get confused about compromising because sometimes I feel like I overthink the compromise, which overthinking is like classic ADHD stuff. And it I feel like it does me a disservice because during times when I maybe could or should be compromising, I'm like overthinking it and being like rigid or stubborn. And I don't think that's like the best situation for like the relationships I'm in. Because it's like, oh, should I compromise this, or is this like not something I should budge on? I think it comes down to like figuring out what my hard no's are before I go into a situation. But that's not always like an option because you can't always anticipate what's going to happen. So I don't know. I mean, I have hard no's for sure, like in friendships and like romantic relationships too. Um, but things come up sometimes, and I'm just like, well, how do I navigate this? Especially with romantic relationships, because you do want to compromise, but then I often wonder like, how early in a relationship should I be compromising? Like, if I only known you a week, do I even know that it's worth compromising for? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna just continue to pray on it, but I just felt like I wonder if anyone else experiences that like overthinking aspects of things when it comes to compromising. Um, I woke up one morning and decided to start a new business, so that's cool. It's a work in progress, but it is in progress nevertheless, and I'm hoping to have it up and running. I mean, it's really basic. There's nothing I really need to do, just get clients. So, I'm hoping that I have some clients that want to partake within the next few weeks. Hopefully, like once I get home and back and settled and whatnot. Um, it's a life coaching business. So, literally, I mean, like, I don't need to do anything except for start. And we'll see how that goes. I mean, I may not have any clients that want to, like, switch over. I may just, like, not switch over, but who want to transition that way. I also think it's kind of safer to keep my therapy clients in therapy. So I might just like offer up life coaching services on one of those websites. Like, yeah. So we'll see how that goes. But I do feel like I'd be good at it and I have the credentials for it. So, woohoo. Um, Aside from that, my memory has been really bad lately, and I know it's because I just have a lot going on. I am getting more clients. Like I have a client today, I have a new client tomorrow, I have a new client next week. Actually, two new clients next week. So I guess my client count is up to 6 now, I think. Yeah, it's up to 6, which is great. Um, Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, and that's not even, I do still have a few clients I need to reach back out to just to see if they're still interested in transitioning to my original spot since I have been credentialed with Care First now. Finally, at the first spot though, not the second spot, unfortunately, but I feel like this is all happening in good time because if I were to get a bunch of clients at the same time right now, especially since I'm not even like at home, it would just be a hot mess Sunday. So, yeah, I think everything is happening in good time. I'm grateful for that because I really did not want to be, like I have things to do this fall. So, like, I mean, I'm not going to be like out and about, but like I am the maid of honor for my best friend's wedding, so like I have to, that requires funds, and funds was not something I was gonna have. So I'm grateful. I am grateful. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about was just like disappointments in friendships and relationships in general. Um, but I think I talked about this a little bit earlier this week, but I often experience RSD, and it's been heavy on the dysphoria. Over the past week, it's just been kind of a lot of like feeling rejected by simple things that don't mean I'm rejected. It just means that person may not have been available at that time, or it just didn't work out. Like, it's fine, but for some reason I feel so like rejected, and so like sad about it, and like I don't know. I'm praying on it, but it did help me to kind of do what I do when I have cognitive distortions, which is like ground myself in the facts, ground myself in the truth. Like, okay, what's the truth here? What are the facts? How am I feeling versus what the facts are? That's always really helpful for me. Um, and also, like, sometimes I just have to like lower my expectations of people, and not in a bad way, but I think that I often get really wrapped up in like being the type of friend that I want to have, but people show their love and support in different ways, and that's okay. So I have to remind myself of that. Like, just because this person may not have done this or may not have said this in a way that you would have said it doesn't mean they don't love you, or doesn't mean they don't care to like spend time with you. It just means that they have their own way of like showing things or doing things. So I am trying to sorry, I just got a text message and I got distracted. What was I saying? Oh, I'm trying to just remind myself of that, especially right now. And I'm also just trying to look at like the bigger picture. Like, okay, I can't dance on every set anyway, so like it's really fine. It's really fine. But anyway, those are all of my topics that I wanted to talk about. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, if I get this done another time before I leave, it'll be good for me. So I will probably do another video maybe Sunday. I'm gonna try for Sunday. I have some things coming up this weekend that may require me, not the foot, sorry, that may require me to do a video. But I'm definitely gonna be writing stuff down just in case I don't get it done, so I can remember what I wanted to talk about. And yeah, I have a wedding this weekend. I'm spending time with my niece and nephew tomorrow. That's really exciting for me because I haven't seen my babies in so long. I'm so excited. And then what? And then yeah, my mom has an appointment she wants me to go with her to for Monday, and that's a little scary for both of us. But I'm gonna go so I can support my main lady. And yeah, I'm not gonna let it give me anxiety. I rebuke anything. I rebuke any bad news. So yeah, that's that for the day. I hope you all enjoyed, and as usual, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your evening.